chug a beer, get to Lolic, throw him in the ocean, call it a day, turn off the game of Pokemon.
Turn off Pokemon forever.
Forever.
Grow up.
Forever.
Get a job.
Get a job.
Desk
Get
job.
real.
Cubicle.
Cubicle jobs.
Fund your life of not having any more fun. Kill yourself. Wake up, new life.
Did you see that really horrible meme? Where it's like it's Seto Kaiba, but he's got the card in his hand, but it's been whited out, and it says, "Go to school and get a good education, or get a low-paying job." And then it's Yugi smiling, and he turns a card that just says suicide, and then Kaiba does the whole being obliterated thing. I was like, horrible. Wow, that took a turn. I was not prepared for that.
Those memes were kind of funny, except some of them were just
dark
like,
memes.
Whoa.
Like I sometimes feel bad that I laugh at those, but then other times I'm like, yeah, I totally get your message here.
Yeah, you'd rather die than get a job.
No, not even like that, man. Just
That's
like
actually what it was.
I understand that sometimes people relate to dark humor better than they do bright humor. You know?
I don't know. I feel like that says more about the person than anything. I mean, there are people out there who just.
Didn't we just fight this girl?
This is her twin.
Oh, there's everyone. Why did that Meowth look so angry?
Because he's angry. He's angry.
Oh man. Oh, he's so angry.
Dude,
no.
Okay, real quick, because you showed me the video before we started this session. What is up with that little kid in the VR machine? The VR.
Oh, Jordan?
Yeah.
Like the most innocent kid probably to ever live on the internet?
What is up with that?
I don't really know what that...
I want to know more.
That's that VR, like, chat room thing, right? I don't know anything about that.
You can do games, you can do just, like, like, it's a VR, it's legitimately a VR world.
Yeah, it's like a chat room, but you're VR, like VR chat or something, right? I know virtually nothing about it, right?
I know of the VR stuff, like that chat room and everything.
I know that's where that whole Ugandan Knuckles was born. But I like when that was raging across the internet last year, I was like, I don't understand.
Do you know the way? There we go. That's what it was.
It's like it was because it was based on a movie. Like what those people were saying were like from a movie or something. I don't remember all the details. But the Jordan thing was it was one of those videos. It's like one of those rare videos of the internet where you're like, let me just show you something precious. Here's a kid who doesn't know a whole lot about the world, but knows kind of enough from what he's heard from either mom and dad or his peers.
He knew the word aesthetic. I was like, whoa, that is a 5-letter word, son.
But like kids have come a long way now too. Like I mean, I think some of them just know a little bit bigger words than we used to.
How many letters in aesthetic? I fucked up.
Aesthetic?
I said 5 letters, and there's probably more.
I'm trying to spell it in my head, and honestly, I'm blanking on it.
We both suck at spelling and counting. Together, we make a Let's Play channel.
ASTHETIC, so 7 to 8 letters?
It's an 8-letter word. I knew that.
Uh-huh.
I was testing you.
Did you, in fact?
I was. Go on, you were saying.
No. So, I mean, what do you want to know about it? I mean, it was just kind of
it was adorable, and also just like that one part
random
made me really laugh. It's like, what do you think Jesus is? What do you think God is? It's like, I don't really believe in
like
God.
That's a super big question.
Yeah,
right
why would you tell that to just like together? Well, I don't believe in God, but what do you believe? What do you think he is? And he just looks at the guy. You don't believe in God? It was like, whoa.
I mean, that's a clear example of like a kid growing up in a family that said God is true.
Right, but it's also like him finding somebody out there who just like
suddenly has a different opinion than what he's used to.
Yeah, and you just see his like
reaction to it.
You're mystified of who that person is.
Yeah, I mean, it's really interesting too. Like when you hear all this information, and then you hear information that contradicts it, and then you just get like wowed at the idea that perhaps what you know is incorrect, right? Which is
I don't know about that. It's more of like I always thought it was like, okay, well, people think different of you and different things. Look,
is this the guy that's gonna give us Charmander?
Yeah. Will it be a better Charmander than mine?
You got a bunch of Pokemon here. Take mine.
He gave us a Charmander. Now we have 2
It's because I'm
Charmanders.
weak and I can't raise this Charmander.
That's what it was. He was weak. Look at this Charmander.
You know, my girlfriend found that particular element of this particular game to be really
It's mild.
defense and
special attack.
I mean,
speed.
I
lower
understand the special
defense.
attack thing, but no defense? I mean, I
Yeah.
kind of get it. I'm not gonna lie.
Do I
Like,
want attack or do I want speed? My Charmander has speed. So I want to keep him because he was the first one I found.
look, it's a bunch of grass and a trainer down here.
Yeah, I want to battle him and go get that item.
Man, I forget all about the elements of this game. Ooh, sorry. I'm yawning. I'm so
You're
sorry.
So bored.
Camper Shane. No.
You're so bored of Pokemon. Do you know,
I think I'm desensitized to Pokemon.
kids, if you're watching this, don't be like Jason. Be like me.
And what is that?
Love Pokemon for what it is. Beautiful.
What is Pokemon?
This. Look,
No. Here's a big question for everyone.
Blue
What is
Pokemon.
Pokemon?
No, you.
What is? Answer the
Stop
question.
trying to kill things.
No.
Fucking
What is
question.
Pokemon?
Question everything, right? That's what you believe.
Yeah.
Question everything and just like, cool. Question it, but don't stop liking it just because
I never
someone
said
told
don't do
you-
that.
Someone told you
I
this thing is dumb.
never
or
mentioned don't
this
like a
thing is
thing.
like, oh, it's so kitty-like because
Are you?
their writing is like so bad. It's like, fuck you.
Are you suddenly?
awesome.
Are you suddenly?
Bringing up.
No.
old ruins?
You're not typecasting. You're reflecting. You're
No.
projecting. Are you projecting?
Projecting what?
You're projecting your own issues that maybe people have brought up to you about this game
I
to you.
freaking hate you for just being going. It was like I can't like it because the writing is bad.
First
Well,
of all,
who cares if the writing is bad? It's for
there
10-year-olds.
there are plenty of elements to Pokemon that I find rather enjoyable, equally to a plethora of things about
You
Pokemon.
always talk about how just bad the writing is. You never talk about how good the game is. Just the battling, and you hate the fact that there's more than just 151 or
No.
250.
First of all, my preferred
made
cap, 500 was fine. 500 is a fine number for Pokemon.
I won't be happy that there's 5,000. There, I said it.
That's so boring.
You're boring.
Okay, no. Here, I'll give you a good example.
See?
No, listen.
You just hate my opinion.
I don't
Like that.
hate
You
it.
just hated it.
I don't hate your
You
opinion.
just did.
I just want you to
did it.
know that there's a difference between having a well thought out opinion and just a basic opinion, right?
I enjoy
A basic
having
opinion or a well thought out one?
Pokemon because it's like the real world where there's an infinite amount, not infinite amount, but so many animals. And
So here's the thing.
all different
Here,
types of
think about.
even though
I
they're
want
very
you to. I want you to think about it this way. Your job is what? What do you do for a living?
me,
Yeah. What
Real
is your
life.
What is your profession currently?
real life,
Yes.
YouTuber.
Uber?
YouTuber.
No. Try again. I happen to know what you do for a living. I want you to say it though, out loud.
Are you actually just gonna rat me out? 1, 2, 3.
For this vet-
Oh
what
my
just
God.
happened?
1,
What was
2,
that?
3. It's better than
We're too bad at this game, friend. I don't know if you know this. 3 tries to catch a fucking Venonat is awful. That's atrocious. The internet is mocking us. Okay, for those of you, the uninitiated,
Venonat made it very hard to defend Pokemon today.
for the uninitiated, my good friend across from me, Papa Snorlax, Nobody Plays Gaming
Field
himself,
technician.
is a
Copiers.
hold on, specifically for copiers. Now, let's say your job, your profession is you have to go and fix 5,000 different copiers. Would you not lose your mind? Tell me you wouldn't lose your mind.
That is my job.
You have to wake up tomorrow and you get the phone call from your boss that says, "Hey, Hector, how are you doing today?" And you go, "I'm doing okay, man. Like Thanksgiving just happened. I just got to see my family."
Give him ideas. He's hearing it right now.
He says to you, "Hey, today's gonna be a little crazy. I had 9 people call out today, and I need you to go work on 5,000 different copiers
Today?
today."
Impossible.
Precisely.
No, he wants it today.
Exactly.
Game
No.
developers
He
have...
he may be courteous to you and say, hey, let me extend it by like a few days. Do you have 4 days to fix 5,000 copiers? Hector, you have 4 days to catch 5,000 Pokemon. Does that not become tedious? There's no defending that, friend. There's no way to possibly defend that. You can only come up with so many stat types.
Pokemon are not
battle
things.
Stats.
Pokemon are living things.
Have you seen, dude? So you know what? I love going to Cerebi because I get to like check on what the current Pokemon of like the event deal, whatever. You know what breaks my heart? Is every time I go to Pokemon like Cerebi.net and I say, hey, who are the top 500 Pokemon, or who are the top Pokemon for stats? Like who has the best attack? Who has the best defense? You know what they have it at right now? It's at the best 300. As of today, maybe, I don't know if it's going to change tomorrow at the time of the airing of this episode or whatever, but currently they have a top 300. It totally defeats the purpose of a top 100.
Yeah, because it's like, those are the ones you
So look, I'm not saying don't have a fun Pokemon experience. I'm not saying don't have that. What I'm saying, and what I've been saying, is expand the games, not the Pokemon. I want better quality, not more quantity. Quality over quantity is always better. Everybody else will tell you that. Give me well flushed out games with better story, with all the Pokemon that I grew up with playing and loving, and that'll be fine.
Are you saying, because I'm a fat guy, I like more food?
I don't think that was mentioned even once. If the title of this episode is not Jason rants his mind to pieces about this franchise, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Want to text me? Just text me that title real quick, because I'll forget. Oh, look, a Pokemon.
Oh my god, it's another Pokemon! It's a Super Potion!
Yeah, see? Now you're getting excited. Yeah.
Flustered or excited are very, very different things. Are we gonna go see Bill?
Yeah.
Man, I miss Bill.
Yeah. I miss Bill too. Bill.
Did you know this is like the 3rd or 4th time that they've redone the Kanto region?
It is counting the Johto games?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
How many? So that's a lot of times to redo the first generation's
And
region.
people are sick of it. I'm sick of it, but I kind of just...
See, you don't get to love Pokemon and then be sick of the thing that they do. That defeats the entire purpose. So
I still love it, dude.
No, this is the thing that I'm going to say. This is what I want to leave. It's okay to love this franchise. It's okay to love the historical value that it has on you. It's also okay to admit that they're running out of ideas and they should stop trying to create more Pokemon and start worrying about better content. More quality. Better quality for my game.
I know he's just yelling. Nope.
No, so Kina, my girlfriend, me and her were having this conversation the other day. Her favorite things about Pokemon were when they had less Pokemon entries and better things to do in-game. She said that was not more reflective than in Generation 3 and 6 had the least Pokemon added to their roster.
She hated those generations.
No, she hated Gen 3.
Gen 6 is the one she liked.
But she liked
Everyone
Gen
liked
6.
6 was pretty much a perfect...
I believe she said it had the least amount of Pokemon added to the Pokemon.
Yeah.
And that's my point, is you don't need to keep adding Pokemon to make a game. Just make better content. And that does not mean drown me in a sea of rock-type Pokemon. Or
rock types. Oh my god, if that whole...
I believe the largest number of Pokemon to date is still the normal.
The largest amount?
I believe
It's
there's
water
no...
type.
I think normal beats it.
I doubt it.
I might be...
I completely doubt it. There's way more water types. There's like half of them, half the deck water type Pokemon.
Let's see, you have the Squirtle family, which is those 3.
We're not going to count every Pokemon right now.
Oh my god, so if you ever get a chance, I need to try to ask Tyler about it again, but there was a test. There was a test he had me take that was like, can you name all 151 of the original Pokemon.
I can.
No, like no, don't no. Like so where you're gonna get screwed up is you have to spell it correctly or it doesn't count.
Yeah, I'll mess up there.
Like if you don't get the correct word, like letter for letter spelling, it's not gonna count it. And as you're typing it, that's gonna throw you up because then it's like, well, how do I spell this Pokemon?
I can literally name all 151 Pokemon.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I can think about the entirety of them, but it's a timed test that you have to take, and it's like you have only 5 minutes to think about all the Pokemon from the 151st generation and then spell them all correctly.
See, I'm a horrible speller regardless.
I know that. I watched you. I watched you screw up cat.
I have never screwed up cat.
K-A-T? Come on.
I never did that.
I watched you.
I have never done that.
I've watched you do that. I saw you get naked in a locker room.
Okay,
I've seen things about you.
These are all lies.
These are all lies. These are all lies.
I was never naked in the locker room in
high
school. I was never.
I believe at least a few times you have been.
No.
And it's okay to admit that. Don't be embarrassed.
There was no reason to, Jay. We didn't have showers.
Yeah, there were showers.
Nobody never used them.
But people had to like change and get rid. Like you have no more headbutt.
Why would I be naked?
To change? I don't know. Tell me.
Yeah, you tell me.
No, I told you to tell me. Screwball.
There's no
Swift and ass son of a bitch.
You're the one saying that I did.
Nah, maybe.
When I didn't.
See, it's been so long I can't remember what's the truth.
You dreamt about me being naked in the locker room.
Maybe.
And you've been hiding it all these years. Just admit that it happened.
I think we should talk about why I earned only 82 experience points in this particular game.
Pokemon battles have been
that person
very lowered in XP.
Oh my god.
Sadly, in this game. But they moved it all to catching Pokemon. That's why I was catching the big.
I'm just a figment of your imagination in this game. I could literally get away with murder.
You could, but you wouldn't be able to kill them. Because you're just figments. You're a Fig Newton. Ooh,
I'm a Fig Newton.
I love Fig Newton.
Do you really?
I do. They're really good.
Dude, I love them. Very few people I know like them. You're like, I think, the first or second person I know that is like, oh, I enjoy a Fig Newton.
Yeah, well,
really?
All Fig Newtons.
Fig Newton's great.
Yeah. Why don't you use Razor Leaf?
I think because you're about to hit him with a move that's gonna kill. Oh, he's gonna murder you. Bubble's gonna straight up murder you.
No, luckily, I'm on a high enough level where I don't have to really worry about that unless I'm fighting. I don't know.
We really should have gone to a Poke Center.
No, we'll keep going until I have no PP of anything left.
And then you just want to struggle forever. Like you do.
Dude, I'm like, honestly, if Pokemon were real and it was like this, like how I'd play in the game, I'd be a horrible trainer. Because I don't let a Pokemon heal or like get their PP up until like.
To be fair,
we get to the next Pokemon Center. Either we get to the next Pokemon Center.
To be fair,
or you faint.
Like to be fair, this game operates on some very mechanical operations that sort of kind of ask you to give up any real sense of morality. Because some people would like, man, how aren't you taking your Pokemon to the Poke Center? And you look at them like, you know that this is pixels and just digital code, right? There's actually no tangible anything to this particular thing that you're watching, right? It's not real, right?
Well, even though, like, right.
But so, like, in the conditions of, like...
If there was, like, an animal right in front of me that I've been training, and it's, like, hurt badly, I'd probably go to a Pokemon Center every single time.
Right, because you want to make sure that it's okay, but, like, see...
In this game,
this is where Pokemon starts to really, I think...
In this game, you can have
hairs,
2 HP, and if you're fast enough, no Pokemon will ever hit you. And you'll be fine. That's how I see it.
I mean, realistically, if you're quick on your feet, then yeah, you're gonna be able to like bob and weave through whatever.
Yeah, no matter how much HP you have, you'll be fine.
I mean, eventually, and like that's gonna be about the stamina of the character. You know.
That's why I always thought they should add like a stamina effect thing to the game.
Well, see, like that. See, going on to content of Pokemon, like good quality content.
Adding.
add a stat like stamina, you know, like or something
Like if you have it like super high or super trained, the Pokemon can like you can legitly like miss.
Like the closest we have is if you pet your Pokemon a bunch of times,
Yeah.
then their dodge increases.
Because they love you.
But we don't see a dodge stat ever.
Yeah.
There's no way to see the dodge stat or the accuracy stat.
And I feel like that would be a way more competitive thing. Or like I like what this game did with the new stats they have on this game.
What do you mean?
There's new with the candy. You can go beyond the stats originally you have.
Oh.
So like say
know
you
that.
maxed out your Mewtwo,
Sure.
the special attack, you can go beyond it.
Interesting.
There is like a beyond cap though.
Beyond the cap, huh?
Yeah. It's hard to explain. I'll show you the video. It's weird.
No, I
Might be-
understand.
like, people
I
watching
feel
this,
like
it might be like wrong how I'm saying it.
Hector's one of these kinds of people that spreads misleading information all the
I
time.
am. But
He once tried to convince me that we never sent a rocket into space.
do the moon landing. I freaking love when Dan said that. Dan from Gang Grumps made that joke, and I died laughing. So all credit to him.
I mean, he's like your living inspiration, right? Like, there's a shrine of him.
It's not like it's right next to me or anything.
It's. I've seen
That's
your room.
shrine.
I've seen your room, friend.
That's your shrine.
Like, what is your room right now? Is that? We're in your room right now.
Oh, we've magically just teleported into my room.
Yeah, we've been there the whole time, friend.
So messy. I really feel bad for you.
Is that your underwear right there?
Look at this guy.
Who is this? Is that a girl?
It's a girl. It's one of those tutors Pokemon or whatever. Those things.
She's a tutor Pokemon or a tutor trainer?
She's a coach.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, she's nice to look at, actually.
Very pretty.
Yeah, absolutely.
She gives you seismic toss.
Oh. That's like a move where you have to grab a person and throw them, like, onto the bed and stuff.
Fuck. She wants to throw you in there. You're 10.
I mean, how many 10-year-olds didn't fantasize about older women? Like, I mean, that happened.
Because you're young.
Yeah, like, you're young.
But you
Like,
can't
I
do it
mean,
reversed. You see what you're doing?
I did.
You see the world?
I saw the whole world.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
There's a
you're a
Lugia.
kid, and obviously, like, you play around with that sort of mentality, right? Like, you're like, you don't know what it is
Dude.
exactly you're fantasizing about.
Do you remember freshman year of high school? Do you remember the Spanish teacher that was a lesbian?
No, I never met her. I heard about
She
her.
was so cute. She was so pretty.
I didn't
And
know.
then, like, that's probably my memory because of just things were pretty. Watch, like, I go back to, like, the freshman year of a picture. She's like, I'm like, man, what was wrong with me?
I mean, if anything, you're admitting how shallow you are on the internet, but okay, that's fine too.
It's not shallow. It's not
I mean,
shallow. It's just
Beauty, it's that old thing. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Your
was-
tastes in that might not be the same
I'm
as the
saying
person
my
else.
tastes were probably weird when I was a hormonal child.
Okay, that I'll defend with you. That yes,
Okay, this is
your
Arena.
is that Bill?
In the arena.
I'm sorry. I believe I'm having a fever dream, and I just watched that Nidoran get up on his hind legs and try to talk to me.
No, I'm a Pokemon. No, I mean, I'm Bill. Call me Bill.
I think
true.
you're sick, and I need to
No,
call the
dude,
hospital.
No, this will freak you out. Watch this. Why did you take a picture?
What did I do?
You took a capture.
Took a picture of a
Yeah.
monster.
Yeah, you did.
Oh my
No
lord.
one's ever gonna believe you.
That I took a picture of a monster? We have it on film, friend.
No one's ever gonna believe you.
It's on film.
No one's ever. Look what happens. This is the weirdest thing. Because I don't think it's like a costume anymore.
I believe he spliced himself
Yeah.
with
A Nidorino.
a Nidorino.
Yeah.
Okay.
Watch this shit.
I remember in the original yellow version that when you did this particular when you did this exact thing with Pikachu, Pikachu
Look,
lost his
Nidorino.
shit.
The real Nidorino runs out, and there he is.
Bill, I have some questions. If you could please, maybe, I hope answer them.
You're a Nidorino. That Nidorino.
I'm sorry. Are you just gonna talk to me about an SS ticket to the boat and the PC box, but not address the fucking fact that you like synchronized your mind with a Nidorino? Like, we're just gonna ignore that? See, that's
my God.
That was the thing that he did in the original yellow version.
Yeah.
Really cool.
It's shocking.
Really cool when they do little details.
Let's go. Okay, you know what? You guys are bitching about the Pokemon Center. Let's go to Pokemon Center.
Yeah, you know what, dude? Fuck the Pokemon Center. We can play this whole game without ever going to a Pokemon Center.
Look at my Sandshrew. Look how cute my Sandshrew is. He's so cute.
He's not cuter than Mew, friend.
I'm sorry?
You know that I'm right.
Actually, if you knew what Mew does while you walk around with him, you would...
I heard that Mew leads you.
Yeah, he like goes in front of you.
Mew doesn't subject himself to being behind you ever. He makes you be behind him.
Yep, pretty much.
Because that's how the deities will totally run that.
He's like, look at me, I'm flying ahead of you. And you go the other way. Hey, I'm flying ahead of you. Hey, it's Squirtle.
What is
back my Pokeball.
What?
The Squirtle stole a Pokeball.
What is happening?
He left his house unguarded.
I didn't realize that we were about... So we're just gonna go rob this house?
Yeah.
Is what you're telling me? We've only got, like... What happened in this house?
It looks like a Blastoise through here.
Yes, in fact. What the hell? Oh, I kind of remember this.
Yeah, you remember this now? Why are you taking pictures?
I'm sorry, I didn't realize that I'm pushing that button. I'm very sorry. There's a hole in the wall.
Yeah.
Are we not going to address that hole in the wall?
Well, I guess Pikachu addressed it. Let's go.
Pikachu, like Ryan Reynolds says, I say Pika Pika, no one else hears me. You can hear him, right? Nope.
You're adorable.
No.
You're adorable. No, they can't hear you, kid.
They can't hear you.
That was priceless. I can't. Honestly,
I'm honestly
because
very...
Ryan Reynolds is doing it.
How many times have you seen that trailer?
5, 6 times.
I've seen it at least 12 times.
You really liked it, didn't you?
I'm just gonna say, like, it was put together very well.
Yeah.
I'm actually very excited.
I hope that wasn't all the jokes. I hope.
No. So Mother's Basement, that guy, like, he does all the anime breakdowns and things. He did a video recently about his, like, concerns and excitement about the video because he, I think, had said he's no stranger to watching a trailer give away everything in the beginning of a trailer and then turning into hot garbage when you go to see it.
Right. He's
very hopeful that we're actually going to get a very genuine Pokemon experience and that we didn't just see everything in the trailer and that we're actually going to have to, you know, wait until the movie comes out and see what it is.
This is the first live-action Pokemon movie. It's a Detective Pikachu.
And honestly, like, that's probably the best way to do that. Because they're like, nobody wants to see a movie about a kid go collect a handful of Pokemon and then battle them and then just try to, like, shoehorn in a bunch of fan favorites. Like, that would nobody wants that. People want a genuine Pokemon experience. Is he evolving into a ripe piece of garbage? Oh. Because Charmeleon is ugly.
Fuck you, Charmeleon.
Dude, he is not all that cool to look at.
He is.
He's got a weird horn on his head, dude. Like, what the hell's that about?
It looks like he just came out of lava.
He looks like he was a terribly drawn dragon salamander.
It looks like he was spent too much time in the hot tub.
I actually have some news to tell you. You want to hear it?
Sure.
Time's up. We have to call it. Episode's over.
We got Dig.
Look, we got Digda. I mean, we got Dig.
Can we go save? Can we go heal first?
Yeah, run us to the Poké Center. You know, like, straight up, dude. Like, take us. Where am I? Where did I go? Thank you. Let me rematerialize. I can't go into the gym.
You can't do anything.
Right. I'm just a horrible figment of your imagination.
You're not real. Only my Pokemon can see you.
Only the Pokemon can see. Oh, God.
What?
Oh, Jesus.
What even are you?
Oh my Jesus!
What even are you?
What?
Does anything really anything you ever do really
Oh
matter?
my God! Sorry, I just yell sometimes into the mic.
He does. He just yells randomly, random places. Next time on Nobody Plays Gaming.
No, I'm sorry, I could.
Next time on Nobody Plays Gaming, a picture of Jason in a cart.
In a cart?
With an oar.
With an oar.
In front of Jack.
I was expecting the white suit people to come collect me. I can't sit in you correctly. I'm sorry. Ah! There we go. I'm an abomination. What am I? Forgive me, internet. Forgive me, internet. I've had a couple of drinks.
Oh my God.
Some wine, some beer, some whiskey.
Oh my God. You have been drinking a lot tonight.
Ah!
Let's do one more episode and we'll call it for the night.
And then we got one more after.
Yes, one more after.
And then a Hollow Knight.
And then the Hollow Knight. Oh, spoilers! Okay, everybody.
Bye!
Bye.
Let's get down to business to defeat the gyms.